can I park the car?
Will you be wanting it this evening, sir?
No.
Then if you'd just give me the keys, sir.
Evening, officer.
Evening, sir.
Mr. Cornford.
Hello, Jeff.
First fine careless rapture. It's supposed to wear off, you know?
Who says? Right. Founder's feast tonight. Angela will be wearing something extremely expensive and vulgar. So we must go for understated elegance. What have you got?
You know the secrets of my wardrobe, hon.
Yes. Time for a commando raid on the boutiques. We gotta show this woman up, Shelley. People quite like Julian. We've got to keep reminding them what a cow she is.
We're not just a teeny bit letting this election affect our judgment, are we?
Nothing in my life has ever mattered more. And you are entirely to blame. I used to laugh at people who talked about having a purpose in life. Not anymore. Come in.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, madam.
Just down there, please.
If there's anything else you need, please ring room service.
Thank you very much. Angela, breakfast.
Something the matter, madam?
We're supposed to be going racing, but he won't answer the phone, and he's usually up by 6:30, but I can't wake him.
Mr. Owens? Mr. Owens? Mr. Owens?
Come on, for God's sake. Move over. Weekend drivers!
Don't need to kill us. Where's he going? He's going in the kitchen. The road there, the offices.
It's number 15.
I know it is, Dixon, and I know where you were supposed to be all night, keeping Bloxham Drive safe for its inhabitants.
I was here, sir.
Did you hear the shot?
No, sir.
What were you listening to? Heavy metal?
Oh, Morse. Look at this. Looks awfully like the twin brother of the one that did such a good job next door. I'll excavate the other one when I get back to the lab.
Any idea when?
Same time as yesterday, I should guess. 7 to 7:30. As to tomorrow's, I should say probably 7 to 7:30. Shall we put it in our diaries now?
Looks like Owens let him in, sir. No sign of forcible entry. The front door was locked and back door was shut, but the snib wasn't on, so...
Right. Came through the garden again.
Don't you think you should put a guard on number 13?
What?
I'm sure the few remaining unmurdered citizens of Bloxham Drive will welcome a little protection. And the killer's working his way down the street. 17, 15... 13's obviously next.
Thank you, madam. Could you stand well back, please?
Grisly job for a woman, Lewis. These remarks she keeps making. It's a form of displacement activity.
Oh, yeah?
Who lives at number 13? Wait a minute. 11, 15? There is no number 13. Come on. Right. You're coming along from there looking for Owens at number 15. 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. But as the builder was superstitious, and there's no number 13... 9 times out of 10, the victim is known to the murderer. Rachel James was the 10th. She didn't know him, and he didn't know her. Because it wasn't her he meant to kill.
But... I know he fired through the blind at Miss James, at her silhouette. But even so, surely he could see it was a woman.
Rachel James had her hair pulled back, didn't she? Like his horrible ponytail. Talk about death by misadventure.
Mistaken for the next-door neighbour.
You better get back to the Oxford Mail. I'll see what I can dig up here.
Let's try in there.
No, it's too expensive.
Nonsense. It's war to the death. I want you to blow Angela right out of the water.
Bloody hell! Strange.
I thought you should know, sir. I think Rachel James was killed by mistake for Jeffrey Owens.
I don't care if she was... Yeah, all right. Thanks. Yes, right, thanks. Sorry, sir. I forgot to switch it off.
You shouldn't bring your work onto the course, Strange. It's no way to relax. Just doesn't do.
You must play the shot again, Sir Henry, of course.
Thank you. I will.
Bloody hell!
Is he working on anything dodgy?
Well, but he told me. He just did the usual local stories.
People like him.
Never any complaints. He's a bit reserved. Aloof, you might say. Well, I mean, coming in earlier than anyone else, leaving before everyone else. He didn't mix with the rest of us. Didn't seem to want to. He only really had one hobby.
She's the one that was going racing with him this morning. This one lives right across the road. She was very iffy about him, apparently. Now I see why.
Not into commitment, our Jeffrey. Yeah, if you ask me, starting early in the morning, damn good excuse for not staying the night before, if you follow me.
Complicated love like that. How much did you pay him?
Not enough for the way he carried on. Always assumed he had private money.
I don't need 2, darling.
You're going to need 10 when I'm master. We're going to be dining all over England.
I'm perfectly happy with life as it is, Dennis. You mustn't be disappointed if things...
You don't honestly think I could lose?
No.
To Julian's stores?
No, it's just you want it so badly. It's scary.
If I don't get the mastership, it'll be too late. I'll have wasted my... I'll have let you down.
Okay. Okay. Let's leave these in your room. I'll change there before the feast, and they won't get crushed in the car.
Oh, God. You start taking your clothes off in college.
Lewis, look at this. Owens was a blackmailer. I found all these in his study.
So that's where the money came from. Certainly wasn't his salary.
Looks like he was under something at Lonsdale College. Here's his own story, written a few weeks ago, about the Master of Lonsdale's retirement. There's nothing in it that everyone doesn't know already. So why should he keep it in a special file and put these initials there? D.C. There's Dennis Cornford. He's one of the college fellows. Candidate to succeed C.B. So Clixby Bream.
So who's A.M.?
I don't know. It's not Julian Storrs, obviously. We can forget about Storrs now we know his girlfriend was murdered by mistake.
Well, he couldn't have killed Owens anyway. Not if he was in Bath.
Well, it's better check that he was, I suppose. Make sure there really is a conference.
Right. I know his face, don't I?
Lord Hardiman. He used to be government spokesman on transport. Very hot on family values. Haven't heard him pronouncing recently. And these others... Well, this one is fraud. This one is fiddling with the books. And this... Well, you can see for yourself. They all go back a long way, but this one I have heard of. Kenneth Martin was a businessman about to sail away from his wife with some bimbo. So wife and daughter shot him and then set fire to the boat.
Alice Martin. She's A.M.
She is indeed, but what's she got to do with the Mastership of Lonsdale? I want all these people investigated, now.
So I've got to go to my son's school this afternoon. See the headmaster.
On a Saturday?
Yeah, it's him and his mates. I don't know what they've done exactly. But the headmaster summoned all the parents.
I'm sorry, Liz, we're dealing with a double murder here.
I've got to go, sir. I'll only be an hour or so.
Well, do what you can before you go. Adele! It's Moores!
Sorry. I've had journalists ringing the bell all morning. It's been absolute...
Like to get out for a bit? I realize you and Jeffrey Owens had...
No, we did not. I could never... Not with a man like that.
Like what, exactly?
You couldn't trust him.
Oh, come on. You can't seriously expect me to jeopardize my marriage, my own happiness, and Dennis's.
Well, now, Dennis's happiness. You're new to Oxford. You don't understand. The Dons are malicious, spiteful creatures. They don't vote for someone, they vote against them. That's why they'll vote against Dennis, even though he's the best man for the job.
Why? I don't understand.
He's let them know how much he wants it. A fatal error. They'll vote for Julian in spite of his wife, because he doesn't seem so ambitious. Though, of course, he is. Probably more.
Are you saying... Do you mean Julian already has it in the bag? Because if so...
It would be if the bag in this case wasn't a money bag. The spite of the Lonsdale fellows is nothing compared to their greed. And £1.5 million? Well, I really do control the future, Shelley. Dennis can be master, but only if you do what I want. I think you should ask yourself, would Dennis ever forgive you if he knew you'd ruined the one great chance in his life?
It drove him mad. All the other girls rolled over, but I'm not like that. I look for... I don't know, but not...
If that's how you felt, how could you be friends?
Oh, I baffled him. Jeff wanted to understand what it was I think I was the only one who ever told him off. His mum died when he was a little boy, you see. He left his whole family behind when he moved south. He boasted about that. How they were all very ordinary people, while he... It's not very flattering to be treated as mother by someone of his age, but... There was a conscience there. Vestigial, but...
Very vestigial, I'd say. Did you know he was a blackmailer? He seems to have been blackmailing Sir Clixby Bream, among others. And, I believe you also know Dennis Cornford. He seems to have been blackmailing him, too.
Oh, my God. This is too awful,
What?
Dennis went to see Geoffrey last night. I saw him.
Join you in a minute.
I hate French.
That's got nothing to do with it. It's a question of manners. I thought at least we'd brought you up to be well-mannered. Quite apart from the fact we've got a double murder on our hands. I've had to leave work in the middle of an investigation because of you and your mates.
Can you help me write my apology? Please, Dad, you know I'm no good at French.
Ask your mother. I've got to get back to work.
When you get home, Dad?
Well, I may be late tonight.
You never help me. You're always too busy.
Come on.
Why do you put up with it? That stupid old bloke ordering you about.
Now, look.
Time you got a life.
Geoffrey Owens.
You may have been the last person to see him alive, except his murderer, of course. What were you doing at Owens last night, sir?
Well, he wanted to do an interview about the mastership. Seemed pretty sure I was going to get it. I don't know why. And I do bits and pieces for the Mail, economic matters. I'd done a piece on the EMU, actually, trying to simplify it for the layman, and he sort of...
How long were you there, sir?
About half an hour.
And then?
I went home. My wife will tell you.
See, it's not so much last night as this morning. First thing this morning.
Oh, that's easy enough. I jogged before breakfast along the lanes around Rousham with